How to set healthy boundaries with kids, a guide for parents. Setting healthy boundaries with kids is essential for their development, emotional well-being, and social skills. Clear and respectful boundaries not only provide children with a sense of security but also foster independence, self-discipline, and empathy. However, establishing these limits effectively can be challenging for parents. This guide explores practical strategies for setting healthy boundaries with children while maintaining a nurturing relationship. 1. Understand the importance of boundaries. Children thrive when they know what is expected of them and what behaviors are acceptable. Boundaries help them learn about limits, responsibility, and how to respect others. For parents, setting healthy boundaries ensures a balance between showing love and maintaining authority. Without boundaries, children may struggle with frustration, social interactions, or develop unhealthy habits. 2. Communicate clearly and consistently. One of the most important aspects of setting boundaries is communication. Children need to understand what the rules are and why they exist. Parents should communicate these limits using simple, age-appropriate language and be consistent in enforcing them. For example, if screen time is limited to an hour a day, the same rule should apply daily, without exceptions unless necessary. Inconsistent rules may confuse children and lead to arguments. 3. Be firm but loving. It's important to strike a balance between being firm and showing empathy. Parents should avoid harsh punishments or overly strict rules, as they can lead to fear or resentment. Instead, focus on reinforcing limits calmly and lovingly. For instance, if a child throws a tantrum over bedtime, parents can acknowledge the child's feelings. I know you want to stay up longer, while still holding firm to the boundary, but it's bedtime, and we all need rest to feel good tomorrow. 4. Involve kids in the process. When appropriate, involving children in setting certain boundaries can help them feel empowered and respected. This can be particularly effective with older children or teenagers. For example, parents can ask their children for input on reasonable screen time limits or bedtime schedules. This collaborative approach teaches kids negotiation skills and makes them more likely to adhere to rules they helped create. 5. Set age-appropriate boundaries. Different age groups require different boundaries. Toddlers need simple and immediate rules, such as not touching dangerous objects or learning to share toys. As children grow older, their boundaries should evolve to reflect their increased understanding and independence. Teenagers, for example, might need boundaries around curfews or internet usage, but they also need enough freedom to make their own decisions and learn from mistakes. 6. Use positive reinforcement. Rather than focusing solely on consequences for breaking rules, parents can encourage positive behavior through rewards and praise. Acknowledge when children respect boundaries and follow the rules. Positive reinforcement can be as simple as saying, "Thank you for stopping your game when I asked," or offering a small reward like extra playtime for consistently following bedtime routines. 7. Teach by example. Children often model their behavior based on what they see from their parents. It is important for parents to demonstrate respect for boundaries themselves. This means honoring promises, being punctual, and treating others with kindness. If parents expect their children to follow certain rules, such as limiting screen time, they should also adhere to similar standards. 8. Address resistance with patience. It's natural for children to test limits and push back against rules, especially as they explore independence. Parents need to respond with patience and understanding while remaining firm. During these moments, it's helpful to explain the reasons behind the boundaries again and reinforce that the limits are in place to ensure everyone's well-being. 9. Monitor and adjust boundaries as needed. As children grow, their needs, behaviors, and circumstances change. Parents should regularly evaluate the boundaries they have set and adjust them if necessary. What works for a 5-year-old may not be suitable for a teenager. Open discussions about rules and boundaries over time can help maintain mutual respect and trust between parents and children. 10. Respect your own boundaries. In addition to setting boundaries for their children, parents should also establish and respect their own personal limits. This includes setting aside time for self-care and ensuring children understand when parents need personal space. Teaching children to respect parental boundaries fosters empathy and teaches them the importance of considering others' needs. Conclusion: setting healthy boundaries with kids is essential for creating a positive family environment where children feel safe, respected, and valued. By communicating clearly, being consistent, and setting age-appropriate limits, parents can help their children develop self-discipline and emotional resilience. Healthy boundaries are not just rules, they are tools that empower children to grow into responsible and empathetic individuals. With patience, love, and mutual respect, parents can establish boundaries that nurture both their child's independence and their emotional connection.